Republicans in the Senate proposing two bills this weekend, one that would give law enforcement the right to deport illegal immigrants and another that would stop taxpayer dollars from funding charter flights of illegal immigrants into the United States.
But shockingly, Democrats voted unanimously against both bills, once again putting the value of illegal migrants over the value of tax-paying American citizens. Joining us now for a reaction is Newsmax contributor Chrissy Clark and publicist and political activist Whitley Yates. It is great to have you both on this Monday, Chrissy. Chuck Schumer scheduled this vote to take place in the middle of the night on Friday to avoid media backlash. That says it all right there, doesn't it?
Absolutely. And when I saw this story that we're going to be talking about this over the weekend, I went to Arizona State University and I was asking students what they thought about the border crisis and everything that's going on there. And it's so interesting, even in a border state, and I know every state is a border state now, but particularly on the border state like Arizona, students were saying that we shouldn't pass bills like this exact bill solely because they say the word illegal in it. It is crazy the amount of manipulation and honestly lies that are being sold to the Democratic Party that they cannot do the right thing for Americans on behalf of Americans solely because of the words that are inside of bills like this. Isn't that just insane?
Yeah, and Democrats, again, voting unanimously against this. Not a single Democrat did the right thing.
Yeah, so they will continuously then be flying these illegal migrants into the country from places like Venezuela, places like Haiti. They're able to come in without an ID, without any form of identification, without anything, really. They can just come in and pick their city of choice. Whitley, what do you make of this?
You know, I think that this is actually a Democratic election strategy. I think that the reason why they want to continue this process is because they then want to get them IDs so that they are able to vote and partake in the election. So we go from a dual party system to a single party system because they now have a monopoly from the migrants. So I think we need to start thinking about this in terms of how this is going to be used during our election season to swing the advantage the other way and what we're doing to protect that when it comes to election integrity.
Yeah, really good point. And by the way, so Bill 2, the amendment would stop the Biden administration from using taxpayer dollars. That's it. It would just stop Joe Biden and his cronies from using U.S. taxpayer dollars to fly illegal migrants to cities all over the country. I don't know what human on the planet would be for that. Okay, if you want to do it, find the money somewhere else. Raise the money. How about that, Joe Biden? Use money from your campaign. Don't make us pay for this. We've got enough going on in our lives, especially with you as president. I want to pivot. So Beto O'Rourke, Chrissy, and this is a guy, so fine. He was in Congress for 3 terms, I believe, in Texas. Lost his Senate race, ran for governor, lost. He's a 3-time loser, but people keep putting him on TV. I have no idea why. He joined Bill Maher and blamed the Israeli Defense Force and Benjamin Netanyahu himself for the attacks on October the 7th. So here's the exchange. Beto said there are ways you can prosecute a war. It doesn't need to be a complete destruction of an entire country, referring to Gaza. Maher said, and you know this better than the Israeli Defense Force. And he said, well, listen, the Defense Force and Prime Minister Netanyahu allowed this to happen in the first place. They're pursuing something right now that I actually think is going to make Israel weaker long term. I, too, care about the country, but I don't think this is the way that you need to do it. What do you make of comments like that, more comments like that from Democrats that are anti-Israel?
Where you can't win in the U.S., why are you trying to get elected in Israel? Jeez, Beto. I think it's moronic, honestly. And I really do think that part of the onus when you have somebody that is making stupid comments like that on your show is on Bill Maher to say, hey, man, if somebody invaded our country, invaded the U.S., say it was Mexico, or it wouldn't be Canada, but, you know, let's say Mexico came in, they take our people hostage, and then we're not supposed to react to that. I wish somebody would pose it to these moron politicians in that way, because that's honestly what they need is a little bit of a perspective shift to go, oh, of course we would attack the people that stole and took hostage of Americans. It's so simple, but the line of questioning and response is always just like, oh, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. It's such a sensitive subject. It's not a sensitive subject. It has a really clear, decisive moral answer.
Yeah, we're talking about Beto here, a guy who changed his name to appeal to Hispanic voters. That clearly didn't work. Texans showed him the door 3 times. All right, Chrissy, Whitley, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.